בהיר ובלילה אשן ואחלום לעצמי איזה אחלה עולם. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, "How do you do?" They're really saying, "I love you." השמיים כחולים, ענן הוא לבן, והבוקר בהיר ובלילה ישן, אחלום לעצמי איזה אחלה עולם. So I think to myself, what a wonderful world. We come from a tale told long ago, passed on by the waves and the wind. We've made it this far, together you go. Come brothers and sisters and sing. הנה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. 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 Come gather around and hear the song. If you're the wandering kind, 'cause you can make it alone, but just so you know, we leave no one behind. Our mothers and fathers weathered the storms, grew strong in the trials of their times. So we brothers and sisters adore, carry on with the song in our lives. הנה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. We'll sing out the song for years to come, and a story without an end, for how good it is to be among our brothers and sisters and friends. Circle round for freedom. children of our children. Keep the circle home. Circle around for freedom. Circle around for peace. For all of us imprisoned. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for each soul. For the children of our children. Keep the circle. For the sun that rises in the east, for the seas that roar with prayer, for the stillness of a snowfall, for a breath of autumn air, for the grass within my fingers, for a mind that makes me whole, for the voice that God has given me to speak the truth within my soul.
שבכל יום עמנו, שבכל יום עמנו. ועל מכבודך וטובתך, ערב הבוקר נחזור עליי. For the laughter of the children, for the way they greet the day, for the windless stream of questions, they remind us how to play, and for the ones we call beloved, who take away our fear, they tell us without saying it, remember I am here. Remember I am here. Modim anachullah, Modim anachullah, Modim anachullah, Le'olam Ba'ed.
שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לה יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לה יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
Tonight, we gather to celebrate 5786. I have been a trustee or officer of Temple Israel for 8 years. In a way, you are all trustees of Judaism. You hold a title to an incredible asset, Judaism. You act with loyalty and care in the best interest of future generations who are the beneficiaries. This is a huge responsibility and opportunity. Thank you for being here tonight, joining together in community to lift up this weighty responsibility and gift. All year, I have talked about unreasonable hospitality, the art and science of transforming ordinary service into extraordinary experiences by giving people more than they expect. As you will experience, tonight is also about unreasonable curiosity and unreasonable generosity.
A few words of Torah. So why are we welcome? Why do we give of ourselves? Because our hearts are moved toward a vision of community centered by Jewish living and learning. We live in a world where we have many choices, but somehow the way of being is not about a choice. It is about the way we are drawn inward, upward, and beyond ourselves. Part of the reason takes us back to ancient times. In the book of Exodus, God instructs the people to craft, create, and construct, all with one word, asu, la'asot. Asu li mikdash, v'shachanti b'tocham. Craft, create, and construct for me, God, that which is sacred, special, differentiated, asuli mikdash, and I will dwell among them, v'shachanti betocham. Who and what is the them? The people, the walls, their hearts? Tonight I propose that God, the divine, would dwell within their hearts. I say this because the text tells us that the people engaged willingly by bringing the gifts of their hearts to craft a sacred place. They didn't need to be pushed or cajoled or even motivated by reward or dinner. Their hearts led them. They voluntarily stepped up and forward. Nidivot halev. These are the gifts we celebrate tonight, that each of you offers and makes the most impact, allowing us all to create what is most sacred and holy together, our home of learning, living, and loving the community, guided by Judaism.
Let's create a kind of survey of the gifts we all have the potential to offer. It is kind of like a stamp on our individual and communal passport. We have 4 categories. The first is
Gifts of time. Now, this is an exercise program that you only have to raise your hand, and then when you've showed that you raised your hand, then you put it back down. Okay. But do both hands, arms, because it'll be good for your shoulders. Okay. So raise your hand if you made a sun, butter, and jelly sandwich as part of a whole lunch made on a Sunday for our food justice work. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if you joined with other TI folks on a hike or a picnic or went to a farmer's market together. Beautiful. Raise your hand if you took a tour of a museum or an art exhibit with TI.
Raise your hand if you have sung Hine Matov somewhere at Temple Israel. Come on now. Raise your hand if you threw candy lovingly at a Simcha blessing. Raise your hand if you ate tacos before Shabbat Mishpacha.
Raise your hand if you shared your wisdom at a class at Tilly or Tikkun Leil Shavuot. Raise your hand if you joined a Mahjong group at TI. Impressive, okay. If you've marched for justice or even stood for justice with TI, raise your hand.
If Temple Israel helped you think about something in a different way this year. If you found some quiet time in our library to do your work. If you have found comfort in moments of distress.
Raise your hand if you have tried a new ritual or Jewish practice. Raise your hand if you took a class or attended a lecture that deepened your understanding about Israel.
And raise your hand if you participated in one of the GBIO listening sessions. Raise your hand if you experienced the divine in whatever way you define either divine or experience. Raise your hand if you have seen our FJCC children on the playground, in a classroom, anywhere in the building. The second category is gifts of relationship. Please raise your hand if you encouraged someone to join TI.
If you comforted someone at a Shiva or a healing service. If you met someone new at a TI circle or a neighborhood gathering.
If you have had a one-on-one meeting with a rabbi or cantor or fellow congregant. if you've shared a meal with someone at TI.
If you made a friend through TI and then met elsewhere.
And raise your hand if you have served on a committee or task group.
The third are gifts of generosity. Please raise your hand if you supported the Friends Fund, Clergy Discretionary Fund, a special fund, a temple fund, whatever.
If you made a donation in honor or memory of someone. If you ever attended Stepping Out and either danced or watched. The last category are gifts of belonging. Please raise your hand if you became a new member this year.
Raise your hand if you have been a member for 5 years, up to 5 years. Great.
Raise your hand if you've been a member for 10 years. 18 high years.
How about 36 double high years? How about more than 36? How about if you are part of a generation of family, of your family belonging to Temple Israel?
Thank you. Let's enjoy this special video that lifts up all of our gifts of the heart as we invite our choir forward.
It brings me a lot of joy to share the things I love to do outside and learning experiences and all kinds of different experiences with other people who enjoy them too. And introducing people to places they haven't been, things they haven't done, and to also make connections with each other.
Being a member of the Temple Israel Choir is a very, very important part of my Temple Israel relationship. I really come to value my Monday evening rehearsals, and getting to know my choir, my fellow choir members is just really, really rewarding.
I'm someone that loves to be outdoors, and I love all outdoors activities. So it was really to plan a Riverway Havdalah on the River event. So we did Havdalah in our kayaks on the river, and that was just so fun because it brought in something that I love and something that many members of the community love with Judaism. And I think Riverway does a really nice job of giving the participants freedom to plan events like that are meaningful to them but also involve the community and Judaism.
Temple Israel's Lifelong Learning Institute has been a very important part of my life since my retirement. It's given me community, it's given me opportunities to teach, it's given me opportunities to learn, and it's been very fulfilling. And that's one of the reasons I became part of the leadership for 3 years, and I'm just finishing my tour, but I will obviously stay involved in the program, teaching and helping out.
Because I'm a biochemist, and so teaching Science Suleiman really was exciting. Talking about phytochemistry and these are proteins.
One of the things that I started doing on an annual basis was going to Mother's Day March for Peace, which is done by the Lewis Brown Center. And I did it this year with lots of people from the temple and thousands of people from the community. And the elation that we all felt from seeing how many people were there to speak out and act against gun violence and violence in general in our community. It was quite a moving experience.
Everyone needs food, and these sandwiches and these lunches go a long way, and it's a mitzvah for us to be able to be here and help.
What I like best about Temple Israel is how everyone makes it feel like a big, giant, happy family. Eating the bagels and eating the jelly and throwing candy at the mitzvahs. You know, back there.
Being a part of the Village community means that we as a family can live Jewishly together in community with other families. We can learn and grow together. For us, Shabbat is very important. And also the Village reinforces the holidays and gives us something to be excited about every holiday. We've met some of our best friends here at Temple Israel. We're really grateful for what it's brought to us.
Now we're going to take a few moments at your tables to share the answer to the following question with your fellow table members. First, make sure you introduce yourself. And then the question that everyone's going to get to answer is, what is a gift or a meaningful moment you feel being part of Temple Israel has given to you? So that's your turn now. You turn to your table and answer that question. Or choir, turn to each other. So I'm sure that now once you got started, it's a little harder to stop. But I'm going to ask you to do something. So I need you to pay attention so that you'll be able to complete this wonderful task. One of the ways we gather at Temple Israel is through TI circles, lay-led, staff-supported small groups, connecting our members around shared passions, identities, geography, and interests. On your table, you will see cut out, and they were truly cut out by individual people, circles with all of our current TI circle offerings. On the other side of the circle is a space for you to let us know what some new groups you might be interested in being part of, or some of the circles on the other side that you can join. So take a moment now to fill out these circles. And some of our staff and our engagement specialist, Ricky McGregor, will reach out to you to talk about more of what's possible. to our amazing choir. Woo. Hallelujah. Can I hear a hallelujah? Okay. I spoke before about in the book of Exodus about how the people, it's our tradition, it's part of our legacy. It's part of our legacy that we have the potential to bring great gifts. And so in this moment, we want to call forward those who we are lifting up as part of our community, who have brought their gifts of their heart. And as they do, I will call them forward. I just want to invite Rabbi Slipikoff and past President Chris No also to come forward, and Dan Deutsch, as we invite Mimi Smulo, Emma Adelman, Marcy Beenan, and all those who are part of the sandwich making crew. You're going to come up on that side and stand with Rabbi Slipikoff. Okay, Mimi, you're going to start. You're going to be right here. Okay. Mimi Smulo. You are truly a Nadiv Lev, one who offers the gift of heart and soul. As a third-generation Temple Israel member, with a brief detour to another congregation along the way, you ultimately found your way back to this community and raised your family here. You have spent your entire life in the neighborhood surrounding Temple Israel, but it is your life inside Temple Israel for which we are especially grateful. And when I say life at the temple, I mean life at the temple. There was a time when Mimi was here so often that we gave her an office and a phone.
There's hardly a space within these walls that has not been touched by your vision, care, and leadership through your many years on the Buildings and Grounds Committee. The preschool wing, the clergy suite, the sanctuary. Your fingerprints are everywhere. No detail was ever too small.
And I will never forget that you came with me to get a chair for my office to make sure it was just right.
That's correct.
Mimi, as you begin an exciting new chapter a little further away from us geographically, know that your presence here will remain. Future generations will learn, celebrate, pray, and build community in spaces that are better because of your dedication. Mimi, Temple Israel is not just a place you belonged to, it's a place you helped build. And for that, we thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tonight, it's my privilege to say a few words of appreciation about Emma Adelman. Emma has been a Temple Israel member for a decade. With curiosity, she approached our FJCC preschool leadership, asking how she could get involved and help strengthen our community. Amy Bulletin, our FJCC director, reflected, Emma wanted to strengthen her connections to the school and simply wanted to help us in any way that she could. Emma quickly established herself as a partner in helping the FJCC and Temple Israel think more strategically, building stronger relationships and implementing change. It's true. Emma has done this while bringing everyone at the table together and has an incredible ability to engage every person she encounters. Emma, I have enjoyed working with you and admire your ability to organize and lead. We thank you for your time on the FJCC board, which culminated as the president. We're grateful for all that you have done to strengthen our community and look forward to many more years of partnership together. We have this awesome book for you. There you go.
Marcy Beenan embodies what it means to make someone feel at home in Jewish community. A faithful presence at Kabbalat Shabbat and a tireless champion of belonging. She has poured her heart into the work of engagement with grace, warmth, and genuine care for every person who walks through our doors. Marcy has been a driving force behind TI Circles, our small group initiative connecting congregants around shared interests, passions, and identities. And in doing so, she has helped transform acquaintances into friends and members into family. Temple Israel is richer, warmer, and more deeply connected because of her. We are so grateful.
I know there are more of you out there, too. With great gratitude, I celebrate our food justice team and the hundreds of congregants from age 6 to 96 who have joined to make bagged lunches responding to a rising hunger crisis here in Boston. Through research, outreach, and determination, these lay leaders built a cornerstone program. We now make and deliver over 400 bagged lunches every month and pull in volunteer partners from across Boston. Between volunteers and recipients, the numbers of lives touched by this program range well into the thousands, with many more opportunities to come. Thank you, Food Justice Team, for the incredible gifts of your caring hearts.
We gather tonight to celebrate. And while Rabbi Elaine Zecher would want it to be a celebration of our congregation, for just a few minutes we get to make it about her. I shared some of this at Stepping Out, and it is my prerogative as Temple President to do it again now. I don't know what your week was like. I do, however, know what Rabbi Elaine Zecher's weeks are like. She is not an OBGYN, but her week is filled with life. She is not a surgeon, but her week comes face to face with death. Teacher, manager, leader, listener, strategist, therapist, mother, wife, friend. Every week is a veritable Jewish Jenga. In Rabbi Elaine Zecher, we are gifted with a leader comprised of qualities of Golda Meir, Queen Esther, some Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and a dash of Wonder Woman Gal Gadot. She is an inspiration to us all. Moreover, generations of congregants have now seen and experienced a woman leading Temple Israel, a beacon of a congregation in the American Reform movement, with vision, strength, conviction, connection, and grace. Rabbi Elaine Zecher, the first woman senior rabbi in TI's history, honors tradition as she simultaneously redefines the role. She puts the cool in shul. In our all too frequently dark world, she consistently reminds us that our Jewish community and the Jewish joy it creates are the antidote to the world's instability and a great way to fight anti-Semitism. Elaine, each day and in every way, you instill in us meaning, joy, and connection. May you feel tonight, deep in your kishkis, from all of us, that same sense of pride, respect, and love.
Hi, Mom. Happy 36 years at Temple Israel. I love you, and I'm so grateful for you, and I'm so grateful that you've inspired me and so many people around you to pursue the things that they love and help people along the way. And I look forward to celebrating with you soon, and I hope you're enjoying celebrating with everyone there now. And I feel your warming presence with me here in the subarctic, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Hi, Mom. It's your favorite eldest son, Jacob. Congratulations on 36 years at Temple Israel. In that time, you've guided so many people in our community through so many important life events, through the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And through that time, you've also helped to foster an incredible Jewish community that I'm so grateful to be a part of, and will always think of Temple Israel as my home. So proud and so grateful to call you my mom and also my rabbi. Love you.
I'm here at Hebrew Union College in Manhattan, where 4 decades ago, the Who's really counted. Rabbi Zecher began her journey to become the rabbi that you all know and love today.
Talmudic scholars say that if you look closely, you can still see the traces of Rabbi Zecher. Some say it's in the texts left in some library somewhere. Some say it's in the Tuesday morning Jane Fonda classes that she led amongst her group of other peers.
But if you know where to look, you will know that the trace actually lays among the sparkly heels that lay across the HUC campus. Remnants of Rabbi Zecher, other heels sparkly such as this.
Rabbi Zecher's sparkly heels and sometimes the occasional red leather cowgirl boot has gone far beyond this campus and into sanctuaries and life cycle events and probably places that high-heeled shoes were not meant to go. She might have even inspired some of you to wear such high-heeled shoes and go places you never thought you could. And tonight, Mom, I hope you feel as sparkly and joyful as the sparkles and joy that you have brought to Temple Israel over the last 36 years. I'm sending so much love and gratitude and admiration from your old stomping ground in New York City.
So, Rabbi Zecher, I know it breaks the rules of this evening a bit, but we would like you and the rest of my clergy partners to join me in the middle of the room as we bless you. Now, Rabbi Zecher finds herself on a bima. She finds herself in front of us. But truly, where she has been these last 36 years is among us, at the center of this community. 36 years, double chai, is double life. It's double meaning. In Deuteronomy, God commands the Israelites, Uvacharta v'chaim, choose life so that you and your children may live. This command is our precious gift. It teaches us that when we immerse ourselves in the sacred values of our tradition, when we find comfort in this community, we do more than survive, we thrive. Rabbi Zecher, for 36 years, you have not only lived your life and every detail of it with us, but you have been our lifeblood, and we are so incredibly grateful. Now, many of us talk about how you've been there through our happiest moments, our weddings and our baby namings and our b'nai mitzvah, and the saddest moments, the death of our parents, and have sat by our bed. But what truly is amazing is that you have also been there in the most mundane moments. You have laughed with us, you have joked with us, you have rolled your eyes with us, you have greeted us, you have been there to complain about the weather and to talk about our work and to listen day in and day out. And that level of presence, that capacity to be with us, all of us, through all the seasons of our life, is such an incredible gift. We have been guided by your wise heart. And more than that, we have been guided by your unshakable belief in the power of our shared Jewish future. We have invented that future together, one crazy, beautiful idea at a time. We have trusted you, and you have trusted us. And we have been strengthened as individuals and as this community because you have lived your life at our center, helping us grow each and every moment. We are profoundly thankful for the last 36 years, but we are even more excited for what's to come. You are our rock and our center, and we hope that you can carry this feeling of being literally surrounded by this community through all of your work with us, all of your time with us. And you can hold this moment and know how truly and deeply you are loved by your clergy partners, by your colleagues, and by all of us here. So I want to invite everyone, if we could stand up and surround Rabbi Zecher with our love. We're going to lead us all in the priestly blessing, and we'll sing Ken Yehi Ratzon, right? All together.
Yes. After every line, we say an affirmation together as a community, and we're going to learn that together right now. The words are Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be so. Let's try that. Ken Yehi Ratzon, Ken Yehi Ratzon. One more time for good measure. Ken Yehi Ratzon. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May you feel the divine blessing you and protecting you and keeping you safe.
Ken Yehi Ratzon, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face sparkle when it sees you, and may the world be gracious towards you.
Ken Yehi Ratzon, Yisa Adonai panav elecha, v'yasem lecha shalom.
And as you spend so much of your life and so much of your joy and energy bringing gifts to this community, may you be blessed with the greatest of gifts, the gift of peace and of wholeness, and of knowing how deeply you are loved.
Ken Yehi Ratzon, Ken Yehi Ratzon, Ken Yehi Ratzon.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Thank you.
At Temple Israel, generosity is more than a financial transaction. It is an expression of our shared responsibility for one another and for the Jewish future which we are ensuring together. Every day, because of your gifts of the heart, people find connection, meaning, learning, and beauty within these walls and far beyond them. I am deeply grateful for the remarkable generosity of this congregation. This year, our community raised more than $935,000 to the Friends Annual Fund. This represents an increase over last year of roughly $125,000. With the addition of tribute gifts and gifts to restricted funds, together we have raised over $1.2 million for the programs and people of Temple Israel this year. That extraordinary support is a testament to the commitment, belief, and partnership of so many of you who care deeply about this synagogue, this engine of Jewish life. Your generosity allows us to invest in new opportunities, respond to emerging needs, and sustain the joy and the strength of our congregation for this and every generation to come. So on behalf of your Director of Development, thank you. Thank you for your partnership, for your generosity, and for your deep commitment to sustaining Jewish life. Thank you.
And a huge thank you to Sean Fiedler, our Development Director. I know that safety and security are on everyone's mind these days when they come to Temple Israel. One aspect of my role at TI is to coordinate with many of our security partners, police departments of Boston and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, as well as the FBI, CJP Communal Security Initiative, and our private security firm, Pal American, to ensure that safety and security at Temple Israel is the best that it can possibly be. The Temple Israel community can only carry out our sacred mission if we're able to do so safely. I'm so grateful to all of you for supporting our safety and security of our congregation. And I'm also pleased to share that this year, over 90% of our member households contributed financially to our security fund this year. Thank you for your incredible support.
Please join me in thanking our Executive Director, Dan Deutsch, for everything that he does. Starting in July, we will transform the Riverway entrance as part of a multi-year investment in our building and in our future. As you can see in these renderings, when we come together at the High Holy Days in September, we will have a new Riverway entrance and vestibule that provide a more welcoming experience with dramatically improved security, filling our glorious atrium with light, reintroducing ourselves with beautiful materials chosen for safety to our Riverway neighborhood with pride and humility. This work is part of our ongoing commitment to being thoughtful stewards of our building and ensuring that our spaces continue to serve our community with care and intention for generations to come. We will flood our building with light and let our own light illuminate our neighborhood and our community. We are so pleased to share this with you now, and we'll have more to share in the months to come. I promise you.
Hello, I'm Karen Freed. I'm your treasurer here at Temple Israel, and I'm excited to share an update on our financial performance this past year and an outlook to the year ahead. So this past year, we collected $8.5 million. All of that money got spent on living out our mission and protecting our ability to do so for years to come. We finished the year strong with a surplus that will be saved for future years when we anticipate deficit spending. Something important to know about our larger financial picture: because of when and how we collect income, we do expect to cycle through years of plenty and years of less plenty. It's critical in our years of plenty, which we are in right this moment, that we end with savings so that we can use them to buffer the leaner years in the not-so-distant future. Here at Temple Israel, we are fortunate to have money coming in from multiple places, But our most important income stream by far is the philanthropy that we receive from our members through dues and the annual fund contribution. That philanthropy is indicative not just of our financial vitality, but the vitality of our member community. We also receive substantial income from the land we own across the street, where many of you are probably parked this evening. We arrange 15-year rental agreements with the Longwood Hospital Collective, who operates the garage. Since this is a considerable part of our overall income, and since rent stays essentially flat for 15-year segments, that drives our need to save in the front half of each agreement, so that in the back half, when the rent that we've been collecting each year gets us a little less bang for our buck, we get to spend down those initial savings. We are about to enter the 5th year in the current 15-year cycle, and we are positioning ourselves very nicely for long-term financial strength. That's how we earn money. Now, let's talk about how we spend it. This past fiscal year, here is how we spent a typical $100 out of our operating budget. $24 would have gone to our education programs for members of all ages. That includes our religious school and the Center for Adult Jewish Learning. In other words, the discovery part of our mission. Another $15 went to our religious offerings, our dynamic spirituality. $14 would have gone to our social justice initiatives, including our advocacy and volunteer work across Greater Boston. $18 would have gone to events like the Jewish Arts Fest and the Big Schmooze at the end of Erev Rosh Hashanah, through which we come together to experience and celebrate our community. $18 would have gone to keeping the lights on and keeping us safe. And finally, $10 would have gone to bolstering our membership and philanthropy. Looking ahead to the next year, we have a lot to be excited about. I'm proud that we revamped the budget process this year so that our planning for FY27 was entirely centered around our mission. At the very start of the process, and this was really the first time we did this, we asked Rabbi Zecher and Dan Deutsch to articulate 3 mission priorities. From there, we set financial targets, and we figured out how we wanted to allocate our financial resources to best lift up those mission priorities. As always, we prioritized our people, and we were disciplined about our spending. We've actually spent the last several years bending our cost curve, and our long-term outlook seems now stronger than ever. Towards the end of the fiscal year 27 budget process, we began thinking about where we might spend additional income if and when we receive it. We're thinking strategically about where we most need to deploy additional resources to really support our mission to the fullest. I'm grateful to stand before you this evening as your treasurer and say we are being good stewards. We are positioning ourselves financially to live out our mission now and for generations to come. And I'm supremely grateful for the collaboration that goes into shoring up our financial vitality, the collaboration that comes from our senior staff, our clergy, our board of trustees and the finance committee, my fellow officers, and of course, Dan Deutsch and Rabbi Zecher. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce Jennifer Weber, chair of this year's nominating committee, who has led an incredible effort to ensure leadership for our community. Jen?
Good evening, everyone. I have had the privilege of serving as this year's nominating committee chair, and I want to thank you all for the opportunity to share our work that our committee has done over the past year. Before I start, I do want to add my thanks for Dan Deutsch, who it would not have been possible to do this work without Dan. So thank you, Dan. Our committee was made up of 11 dedicated members, including myself. And I just want to take a minute to recognize them all. Some of them are in the room tonight, so I'm so glad that you're here. And they all participated with care and thoughtfulness for this work. So we had Jessica Greenfield, who is our immediate past president, Andrew Hirsch and Rebecca Price, who represented the Board of Trustees, Michelle Feller-Kopman and Dan King joined us from the Elected Leadership Council. And we were also fortunate to have 3 congregation members, Josh Dilk, Gabrielle Mitchell-Lee, and Alex Semendinger. We additionally had Ben Jackson and Sarah Berkson, who served as alternates, but also fully participated in the process. And they were all amazing, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to work with them and get to know some new people for me. Now I want to walk you briefly through the process that we went through for the nominating. So we spoke to 55 individual Temple Israel members, people who were recommended to us by our stakeholders. And our stakeholders are the Board of Trustees, our clergy, and some members of our staff. These were rich, wide-ranging conversations. And we didn't just ask people if they wanted to be on the Board of Trustees. We asked people how they wanted to be involved at Temple Israel. And for some, it did lead to a seat on the Board of Trustees. And while we were having these conversations, we kept the board charge close at hand. It was our guiding document, and it mattered a lot this year because we had only one open slot to fill. And with a single seat available, we wanted to make sure that the qualities that the board is seeking would be well represented in one individual. So with that in mind, I want to share our nominations. For the Board of Trustees, we nominate Michelle Kalowski. Michelle brings significant legal and security experience to the role. She is an attorney at Massport and has also served at the MBTA, a background that we believe will be a real asset to the board's work. For the Leadership Council, we had one spot on the Leadership Council as well. We are nominating Allison Ross. Allison is a longtime member of Temple Israel, as is her family before her. After many years of living abroad, she has recently returned home and is very eager to be more involved here at Temple Israel. Our committee felt strongly that Allison would be an excellent addition to the Leadership Council, and we are delighted to put her name forward. And now I just want to list the full board slate. So for the Board of Trustees, it's our new nominee, Michelle Kalowski, and we also have 4 trustees who are up for renewal for second terms: Leslie Inker, Zamira Korf, Ben Holtz, and Ann Licciardello. For the Leadership Council, our new nominee, as I said, is Allison Ross, and we bring forward 4 members for renewal for second terms: Shari No, Rachel Kogan, Andrea Ptasek, and Noah Sawyer. On behalf of the entire nominating committee, thank you for your trust in this process and for your continued commitment to Temple Israel.
The last step in our governance approval process is to call for a vote to approve the nominating slate. Those present who are Temple Israel members in good standing are eligible to vote. If you are on the slate, please refrain from voting or abstain. This year we are fully in person, and we will call on our Executive Director and Clerk, Dan Deutsch, to count the votes. Do I have a motion to approve the nomination slate as presented by Jennifer Weber? Do I have a second? Second. Are there any questions about the nominating slate? With no questions, I would ask to please raise your hand if you are in favor of this nominating slate. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Are there any nays in the room? Are there any abstentions? Dan Deutsch. I'm getting a thumbs up that we have a quorum and we have the votes. I hereby announce this slate is now official. This gets a little complicated now, I'm going to warn you. Before I call our newest and our incumbent leaders up to the stage, I will now call forward those ending their terms of leadership. I will call Elisa Hurwitz, who served on our Board of Trustees, and Kim Barnum, who I do not think is able to join us tonight, who served as an elected Leadership Council member. Thank you, Elisa. We have created a special honor roll that we display on our website to recognize those who have served on the board, Leadership Council, and as chairs of our various committees and task groups. We have named this honor roll Yishrat Lev, taking us forward with integrity. Yishrat Lev comes from the Book of Kings. King Solomon described his father, King David, with this image. Yishrat Lev connotes integrity that comes from the heart. Elisa and Kim have shown dedication and commitment with integrity that comes from the heart. Elisa, you have generously and wisely stewarded our Board of Trustees toward a culture of generosity. We are honored by your service and grateful for your leadership. And it is now my privilege to call our newly voted leaders and all of our Board of Trustees and Leadership Council members. Please come on up. Don't be shy.
As they're coming forward, you may be wondering why people received a book and what the secret of that book is. And it's a book that was written by Sarah Hurwitz, and it's called As a Jew. It's our congregational read this year, and she is going to be coming to Temple Israel on October 9th and 10th, or 8th and 9th, but you'll get the information for that. And we'll be studying it right before the High Holy Days. All right. You guys look really great. All right. Sean. Okay, you're...
We serve this congregation through the support and trust of our congregation. In the tradition of our people, we ask you, who represent the entire Temple Israel community, to rise now and tell us your expectations. Visible presence within our congregation, participating in the daily life of Temple Israel, making myself known to those I do not know, seeking to understand our needs and our gifts, and helping the stranger to find a place within our community.
Will you honor the wisdom of those who have come before you?
I will honor their wisdom and the traditions embedded in our history.
Will you work together with our clergy, our staff, and our congregants toward a vision of wholeness, caring, and peace?
I will work together with our clergy, our staff, and our congregants toward a vision of wholeness, caring, and peace for us and for our community.
Will you keep the light of Torah in the center of our sacred community, thus maintaining our commitment to justice and peace.
And I will lead this congregation inspired by the light of Torah. Its radiance will guide my path and sustain Temple Israel as a Sukkot Shalom, a home of justice and peace.
Because we believe that you will do as you have promised, we accept you and welcome you as the elected leaders of this congregation. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Before anyone moves, just a few more words as we look at this beautiful circle that makes this room and this congregation. And this doesn't happen just because we show up. It happens because of the theme of tonight of the gifts of our hearts. And so many have given the gifts of their heart this year. And I especially want to lift up tonight all of our staff who work so tirelessly. That which you see and that which you don't always get to see. And I also want to lift up our magnificent officers who are volunteers, sometimes we forget, who are volunteers to do this sacred work. Sean and Rachel and Karen, every other week we are talking, every other day we are engaging, and there is so much, and all of them give the gift of their hearts, and that is what we all experience. So thank you so much to our officers.
We did it. And we did it together. Thank you to Rabbi Zecher and all of the Temple Israel clergy and staff who made tonight, and indeed this whole year, possible. I'd like to give particular thanks to Amy Scher. Amy herds together clergy, staff, lay leaders, including presidents, and countless details to transform what could be just an annual meeting into our wonderful annual gathering. I hereby declare the Temple Israel 5786 annual gathering adjourned. We have dessert in the atrium.
Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned. Circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned. Circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned. Circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle. Shatavu Adonai Eloheinu, Velohei Avoteinu, Ve'imotenu leolam va'ed. Modim anachnu lach, tzur chayenu, magen yishenu, atahu ledor vador. For the sun that rises in the east, for the seas that roar a prayer, for the stillness of a snowfall, for a breath of autumn air, for the grasp within my fingers, for a mind that makes me whole, for the voice that God has given me to speak the truth within my soul.
ויעל ויעל לבכותיך שבכל